We got a beautiful Canadian AAA brisket here, everybody. Today, it's not about how to cook it. There's enough videos on that. It's all about flavor and what we're gonna do to this to change the flavor profile of it. Let's just dive in. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Andre, and yes, we're cooking a brisket today, but it's not about how to cook it. We're gonna play with the flavoring of it. I really don't see anybody do this. I will explain exactly what we're doing, but we're gonna trim this off real quick, get it to where I like it, and then I'm gonna dive in and tell you what we're doing, because this is gonna be a cool one, I think. Got it trimmed. It was a 6 kilo brisket, so that's around 13 pounds when I started. I've got it trimmed the way I want. It's not a big one. Okay, so let's dive in. You've all had pancakes where you've had the butter on and maple syrup, and that's just a beautiful flavor. Well, if you watch the other video where I used the clarified butter, we're going to be using the clarified butter, and we are going to be using maple syrup, and we're going to infuse the brisket with this and make it maple brisket. I don't see enough people doing flavoring. I don't know, I had this vision come to me one day, and I said, you know what, that should work. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna make some damn fine tasting brisket in the meantime. So I just push the brisket to the side for now. So to get it in there, we will be using the trusty injector again. But what we're gonna do, I'm basically gonna make it 50-50. We got the clarified butter and some Canadian maple syrup. So if you see that, I'm going to give this a really good mix. Combine it all and then inject it. Honestly, I think personally there's enough videos showing people how to cook a brisket. Once you figure out your smoker and how you'd like to do it, you're not going to change that too much because you have your system, you know it works. But the one thing you can play with, and anybody can play with, is the flavoring, and that's where this comes in. If you've watched any of my other videos, you guys know I love flavor. You guys know I love playing with flavor, experimenting, and making good tasting food. This is always the fun part, as you can see. And like always, I'm going to just get it in there, start injecting, do about an inch by inch by inch grid pattern. Well, anyways, I'm going to finish this, and then we'll get to the next part. Looks great. I'm just going to rub this in. But we are going to be using my normal rub the day of when we spoke. This is actually 2 days before. I wanted to really let this stuff sit in there, let that meat really play with that butter and maple syrup, and let that flavor develop. So I'm giving it 2 days, and yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this up, put it back in the fridge, and see ya. I think it's Saturday morning, bright and early. We're gonna get this thing cooked and taste it. I'm excited. Welcome back, everybody. It's the weekend. The fire's going strong. Smoker's almost to temp, so let's go get the brisket and do the final prep, and then in. Here it is. Looks great. there. So that clarified butter is actually firmed up because it's been cooled, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Not much leaked out, which is perfect. This is my normal rub. I'm still using this, the salt, pepper, ancho, and garlic, because I still want that flavor. I think it's going to work really well with the maple. That's all we're doing, and to the smoker we go. So the smoker's at 225 right now, which is perfect. I don't want it any hotter today. I'm gonna put you just like this. It's not a very big brisket, so I'm gonna put it this way. Normally I would put the point side that way and the flat end that way, but it's not very big. So that's what I'm doing. And in she goes. Since this is not a total cook video, I'm not going to bore you with all the steps along the way. I will show you some progression as we get along. But really, this video is just about the flavor and getting creative with your flavors. But I am going to cook this like my normal brisket. I love that way. It works well for me. I always end up with a good product. So I'm going to stick with it. We're at 3 hours. I'm just going to take a peek and let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. I am going to take the temperature just because it's smaller and I want to see where we're at. We're at 142 Fahrenheit, so I got a ways to go. Well, everybody, it's that time. It's time to wrap. I'm just going to go get it. Whew, whew, whew. Oh, it looks beautiful. I love it. What I am going to do, I'm going to use the clarified butter to keep that theme going. There we go. I'm going to turn it hot. There we go, and back into the smoker, and next time you see me, we'll be inside tasting this thing. The cook is all done, we're inside. I've let it rest for like 45 minutes. It got up to 201, 202. Total cook time was like 7 hours and like 45 minutes. Enough with that, let's just dive in and taste it. Look at that, jiggle jiggle, that is what I love to see. And I'm not gonna waste any time, we're just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna show you, look. Look how juicy that is. That is fantastic. Wow. Okay, and I'm gonna just put there. Nice little bark. Got a nice smoke ring there, we're good. Bark looks good. Gonna do the finger test. There we go. And then we're going to, oh, look at that. Still nice and warm, beautiful. That maple flavor is there, but it's not too pronounced. So I could have actually used more maple syrup in that. But it's got this great flavor. The smoke, the maple, the beef, all that combined gives you a pretty awesome product. I'm really happy with that. Another successful cook. The meat is beautiful. It's got this great flavor. So have fun with your meat and the flavoring of it. Don't just think it has to be one way. There's lots of ways you can do it, and this is proof that you can do that. Hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Show some support. Hit that like and subscribe. And like always, happy eating.